Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Influential Oregonian, where we have discussions on Oregon history and academics and interview important people who have made history within or in the name of the Beaver State. I'm your host, Marcus of Axford. Yes!
Strong start, buddy.
Yes! No, because what I was thinking of was when I was at your birthday party last night and thinking of all the stuff and looking at you going, you really are Marcus.
I'm a fancy man. What do you want? Get the show started, Marcus. The people are waiting.
I'm your host, Marcus Axford, from the show Welcome to Oregon, joined by my boon companions, archaeologist and Marquist of Salem, David Winkler, and Finn J.D. John of Offbeat Oregon and Baron of Corvallis. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you, Marcus.
Great to be here again.
Every week.
That's right. Except for last week.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that was that's fine. I probably should have been like, you know what, guys, there's way too much going on. We had Kenny's birthday. I had to go out of town like that morning. I should have just said, I know we just had a week off with 4th of July, but just we got to do it. Sometimes you got to do it. Okay.
We might want to consider making it an every other week thing, just on general, but I don't know.
Oh, no. I'm obsessed with hanging out with everyone. So.
Yeah, me too. No, belay that idea.
Cool.
Then to the corner now. Go to the bad idea corner.
Get the
net. Man, we're doing great this episode, guys.
Oh, man.
But that's okay. What an episode.
That was supposed to be the Wilhelm scream.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the blue one, right? Yeah, there it is.
Very good.
That's okay. What an episode to be doing this on, because this week we are sitting down, yes, great segue, with the owners of the brand new show we have on the Oregon Voices Network. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the travel gurus, Jordan and Katie Wolfe from the Exploregonians podcast. Jordan and Katie, welcome.
Thank you, Marcus of Axford. Really appreciate it.
Welcome.
Love that you made time to have us on. Thank you so much for extending an invitation to have our weird podcast join the fam. It's really a pleasure.
I feel like we had a weird week last week too. Like we shouldn't have recorded, but we're doing it. So I don't know.
Something in the air.
Well, I'm excited to get into all of that here in a second. We'll kind of squeak through all of the important details we have for this week. So before we get into the formal interview, first off, David, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy
The secret's
birthday.
out.
31, feeling fun.
Aw,
And
you look
for my
fun.
birthday, can we start calling ourselves the Wolf Pack?
Hey.
Yes!
Do I have to marry all of you?
I mean, that's implied.
Does
But
it come with
Yeah.
benefits?
if you're gonna
Does it-
break my heart now, better to get it out of the way.
How much
never
money
break
do you
hearts.
have?
I was thinking adoption.
Yeah.
Oh, you could be our 3 kids.
Yeah.
Our
Yay.
cubs. You're our cubs.
Yes. You're 3 weird middle-aged cubs.
Just what we always wanted.
I smell sitcom potential.
You're coming to the next party at Kenny's. That'll go over swimmingly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kenny's gonna be like,
Right on.
why do you keep inviting all of these people? Because they're great. Trust me.
Where do you keep finding these nerds from?
That's okay.
All
My
corners.
my insecure butt was like what it is. I did one of the advertising things for the Exploregonians, and I'm like, and here's the dorky duo. Oh God. They're never gonna want to talk to me again.
I love
like I just said the most like horrifying slur imaginable or something.
Yeah, I think that was probably the first time Katie's ever been considered a dork. When we started dating, I was like, "Did you know I was a nerd when we started dating?" And she had no idea. So I think she has like some sort of like nerd blindness.
Hey, I just don't put people in a box. So yeah, I didn't know, but I feel like my cousin was like, "Yeah, he's a nerd," and I was like, "Oh,
I
well,
can smell him from 6 feet away.
just a Lord of the Rings enthusiast." So
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's in the voice. You can tell from all of our voices that yeah, there's nerds somewhere, and you would be right.
Well,
Hey,
and
no-
it's funny, the only one here not wearing prescription glasses.
Yeah, she knows how to wear a contact.
I think I thought about
That's
that
true.
before. Like, oh right, we all have glasses. That's funny. So yes.
I've got to get contacts because otherwise I'm not going to be able to use these readers, and
Mm.
I need to be
Oh,
reusing
so
them.
you have to
Oh,
use those.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yes,
Anyway,
David, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It was fun to show up at Walry's last night and cause chaos. I
Yeah. For
did
those
that.
not in the know, Wallery's is a local pizza joint, and for
Mm,
my money, the best one in town.
It was a really good one. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Um, so another thing that happened, I was keeping this under wraps for actually about a week because I have been getting a lot of like scam stuff, and I know like last episode people are probably a little concerned when I mentioned that I got this weird blacklisting thing for the website. No, it was a guys, it's me. I do my research. I, I'm not the old grandma that gives her life savings over to the office in India. I don't do that. Um,
There's still time for you.
Say what you will, buddy. I met this wonderful Nigerian prince, and he's gonna make me a shareholder in his kingdom.
mhm.
Dude, we had somebody that we knew who she fell for that, and she gave like her millions away to him.
Oh,
And
Wow.
like, oh man, it what like yeah, people like may say, "Oh, that's a stereotype," but the problem is some stereotypes are real. Like,
yeah.
Well, the
it,
other thing too is that there's a lot of people in Nigeria that are desperate enough to get into that industry with people that they actually know. My brother-in-law actually got the Nigerian scam put on him by a Nigerian exchange student that he
Mm.
played football with in college.
Mm.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but
it's easy to
anyway,
make fun of people who are dumb enough to fall for those lines, but when
Yeah.
it comes from somebody you actually know,
yeah, yeah. Well, that and like the biggest thing, and I'll say it now to anybody who owns a Wix website and doesn't know this, that because I did my research, pay attention to the email that they're sending you. They always say if it has Gmail at the end, don't trust it. Don't.
Mm.
It doesn't matter if they say they're
oh,
Wix partners. It doesn't matter if they say they're from support. In fact, I should probably do this. They actually have an email to report all of these things. But the problem is I'm getting so many of them. Some of them I answer because I am, just ornery that day and I want somebody to make fun of. And like when Chelsea Rose got hacked, and I'm sitting there with Kenny with this whoever it is on the other end that's messaging me, and I actually said, if you're going to scam me, don't pick one of the most famous archaeologists in the state to do it, and just put some effort into it. And the message back was, "I'm sorry, sir." And he's like, "You got it to apologize?" And I'm like, "Apparently." So anyway, I didn't fall for it. I got it taken care of. So yeah, there was somebody had messaged through our website and said we would very much like you to we'll pay you to do a couple of e-messages for our son and soon-to-be daughter-in-law because they came through Oregon and had a trip, and I guess the daughter-in-law planned it out and everything. Um, excuse me. Uh, and so eventually I started realizing, okay, this is real. I had a conversation with the wife and everything. So I ended up making the product. When they said, where do we pay you? I said, go to our Patreon, just do it there. And then I get an email like shortly after, John just became a member for $250. What? I'm sorry. What? I was so blown away and overwhelmed. It was absolutely amazing. Um, and I hate to do this on the fly. In case they're watching, because I told him I wanted to give them the newlyweds a shout out. I believe it's Devin and Emily McHale. Again, I apologize if I get that wrong. There's been a lot going on between now and then, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, congratulations on the wedding. They're very supportive family. I couldn't believe it. And because of their generous, I'm calling it a donation because I was expecting like, $20. So I put together this awesome like package because originally they wanted me to do like individual messages, and they love the show, they love the whole campfire group feeling. And so I thought to myself, I have to do it that way. So I combined everything into one and packaged it and sent it off to them, and they absolutely loved it. So once again, thank you to the McHale family so much for your contribution, because we are now going to be able to. I've been going back and forth on this for 2 years on whether we should go nonprofit or LLC, and I don't know how I didn't find this out within all my research, but recently I realized or saw that if we went nonprofit, that would mean we'd be overseen by a board and we'd be restricted and have to, follow whatever rules in creative free, and we'd lose a lot of our creative freedom. And that's not what the network is about. Everybody, all of our content creators and everything deserve 100% creative freedom. That is my firm belief. And I don't want to do that to them. So we are officially making the decision to go LLC. And thanks to this generous donation, we are going to be able to file the paperwork to do that. So yay! I'll let you all
Yeah,
know when we go official.
nonprofit is a nice idea, but
Mhm.
once you get into special status with the IRS, you have to have somebody who knows what they're doing, figuring out how to make it work, and yeah.
Yeah, and we can still get grants. Like just because you're an LLC doesn't mean you're completely shut out from getting grant money. So yeah, and like I said, I want to eventually get this to a point where I can, do this full time for work. Of course, that means the network would probably be having to make like 5K a month, both to offset my income and also make sure that there's a couple of grand where we're like, making sure there's trips being funded and all this other stuff. We can all get together and have dinners and talk and all this other stuff, things that are just constantly synergizing and going and improving the network. So because that way it's like, oh, Jordan and Katie come to me like, hey, we need like new equipment. All right, cool. How much do you need? I don't know, like a couple hundred. Here you go. Bye. Just give me a receipt. Don't care. Don't need to know why. Don't want, nope. Like Bruce was talking about how he wants to just go ahead and buy his own business cards for the network so he can pass them out at his book signing events. And I'm going to let him know we'll do that when we get LLC'd. Give me the receipt. I'll make sure you're reimbursed whenever the tax stuff. I'm not 100% how it works, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do, but I believe that's how that works. So. Yeah. We'll talk more on that next week. As far as everything else, there's a couple more things. First off, I just wanted to say, Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh man.
God, my guys, I've been having a rough week with this.
Rest, R.I.D. Rest in darkness.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, bite the head of a bat in honor.
yeah. Get it? It's made of cake. No, like that was I know he always said nobody should idolize me, nobody should make me their role model, but I'm sorry. He was such a role model. He always owned up to his mistakes at some point. Like all these stories are coming out, like the San Antonio where he peed on the cenotaph of the Alamo. Got banned for 10 years, came back, said he was sorry, and paid them donated $10,000. Of course, his last his farewell tour show, he earned almost a record-breaking $2 million for Parkinson's, and he was just an amazing person. I loved his music. I know, and I think I like the fact that he was just a weird dude. People might not have always liked him, but you can look at like the kind of person he was and at least have respect for who he was.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
and as I can speak for myself, Marcus and Finn, as weird dudes, it's kind of nice to see like you can be a weird dude and still kind of make something of yourself.
Yeah, that was actually a good point.
And you can screw up huge.
Yes.
Own it and move on.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
we could do with a lot more of that kind of sentiment right now, especially in the political arena, which is all I'm going to say about that.
I have a couple glasses here to clink, so I'm just gonna clink my coffee glass and my thing together. So, cheers to Ozzy.
Yeah.
Amazing dude. And I'm actually going to be doing yeah. So and I'm gonna be writing episode 52 soon. Again, with the way the weather's been in the office, it's really hard. I'm now getting bit by bugs. I I put up the
That's what he
garage
calls
door
his kids.
to make sure it was cool. And I'm sitting here hanging out with Kenny over Xbox and trying to work on the book, and because I'm still working on the book, the first one anyway, because I'm probably gonna be able to do two at this point. And I'm like, why do I all of a sudden start itching? And I start seeing welts around my ankles. I'm like, really? I can't win. I just can't. I shut the door. I went inside. I'm like, I can't work now. So anyway, episode 52 is going to be about Oregon music, Oregon musicians, and my tribute to add to the thousands of tributes is going to be to Ozzy and remembering his life. So I'm really excited for that. And one last thing, because again, it's been 2 weeks, so there's stuff to catch up on. Just a really cool thing that I had happen to me yesterday. So Facebook showed me people you might know. Well, I know Finn would. Who here knows Grant McComey? Ah,
I mean, I
yeah.
don't know Grant McComey, but I've watched him a few times.
Well, the
I only
travel
know
pe-
him because of Jordan's family.
I'm Grant
Oh.
McComey.
Yeah, the travel family would. I'm David. I'm surprised you don't, but I'm like,
I don't
I'm
watch local news.
like, I know that's like my household. I'm all excited because he's legendary. We
I'm
grew
the
up with him.
Marquis of Salem. I watch cable and streaming.
So I'm getting
No,
I'm
I
getting
had
all
my
excited.
PBS days in Colorado.
Yeah. I'm getting all excited, and I'm like, yeah, like, oh my God. And people are like, who? And I'm like, I get so, I don't know why, but I get so incensed when people don't know somebody I know real well. I know I shouldn't, because not like everybody can know everybody. But I'm like, why do I have 5 mutual friends with Finn, Daryl, everyone else? What? So I sent him a friend request. I messaged him, and I'm like, we'd love to interview you. And not only did I get a response, I got his phone number.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
Nice.
He's like, here's my number. Give me a call this weekend.
Just immediately start abusing it.
Yep. Hey Grant,
So-
what kind of bush is this?
What is
That's a
biting my
common
ankles?
rhododendron. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited. We'll probably have him on. I don't know when, but hopefully in the next month or two. So I'm really excited about that. We've got a lot of really cool guests that are coming down the pipeline. But we should probably focus on the ones we have right now, and then we're already 18 minutes in. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off over to David.
Okay. Not a whole lot new in the archaeological world going on right now. I did recruit my friend and former coworker, Dre Mora, who I used to work with at Harris Environmental, to do a little old archaeology podcast with me.
Oh,
And so Dre is the stereotype of the globe-trotting archaeologist. She did her field school, I think it was in Guatemala, where she excavated a Maya palace. She's been all over the Caribbean, South America, Southwest, and decided that she wanted to work in Oregon. And so we met through work, kind of lost touch, and then kind of reconnected through my mentor, Kimberly Fitzgerald. Yeah, and so she's agreed that we're gonna try to make a go of something.
That's
very
awesome.
cool.
And the
Yeah,
network continues
Just
to
looped
grow.
in.
Yeah, David's been talking with me a little bit about it, so I'm slowly behind the scenes preparing for that. And like I tell everybody, if you want to do your own podcast host, that's fine. I already pay for Captivate. It's there. So if you want to use Captivate and have access to the tools that the network already pays for, it's like I told Jordan Katie, same thing. If you want to keep your thing, cool, whatever. I guess you do you, whatever. But no, if you want to use the tools, that's again what the network is for. So congratulations, David.
Thank you. And congratulations, Dre. She's got a lot going on. And she's made some big career moves. When we started out together, she was just a field tech like me, and now she's well, not just a field tech, but she's moved up in the company and is now in a managerial position.
We'll have to have her on soon. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right on. So, is that long, portentous silence a indication that
That's
you
your
want me to
cue,
talk
Finn.
now?
Start talking.
All righty. So,
Silence is great for podcasting.
Audio medium,
okay, well,
folks.
yeah, been just kind of like trucking along here, working on fine tuning the schedule, I guess it would be, for the Penny Dreadful Variety Hour, which has evolved a great deal just recently. And it's looks like it's on track to become a 3 times a week show with a full hour on Sunday night and what I'm calling the Penny Dreadful Variety Hour on Sunday night, the Twopenny Terrible half hour. No, the Twopenny Terrible Demi Hour, because that's the segment of the show that'll be as risque. And then the Halfpenny Horrid Hers Day half hour, where all of the blood and guts are going to end up. So anyway, that's been fun. I've been trying to develop that. And when I get it to where I like it, I'll try and teach myself some YouTube chops and put it out there and hopefully get some traction with it. Meanwhile, in Offbeat Oregon History Land, we just dropped the story about the Torso murders in Portland back in 1946, I think. And anyway, yeah. So that story just hit the stream, and that's kind of cool. I also got another little bit of news that just came across the transom about 4 months ago. The Unexplained with William Shatner flew me to Long Beach to shoot an episode about it was like lost gold cabin stories. And that episode is going to be airing on Friday, August 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm reading from the email right now on the History Channel. And the next day, History's streaming channel will have it on there. So I have no idea what they've done with me. I mean, they just sat me down in front of a camera and asked me questions. The producer guy basically was asking questions as if he was William Shatner. William Shatner, of course, is like 92 years old or something like that. So he doesn't do extra work like interviewing the actual guests. He comes in and tapes and then goes back and relaxes because he's earned it.
They put him back in the freezer. We
Anyway,
need
so
one more
that's-
season out of you, Will.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a real bankable. I mean, he's a moneymaker already, all the way through. He's had quite a career. Anyway, that's basically what's going on in Finland.
That's awesome. We'll have to make sure, see if we can find that. Yeah, I know. It's just every time.
Yeah.
We'll have to make sure we can see if we can like put that on the playlist on the network. If it should come up on YouTube. And make sure that is also showcased. So yeah, that is awesome. That's very exciting. I'm not at all jealous.
In unrelated news, I still have my hockey smile because the little fake tooth that they gave me
Ah,
is wonderful as long as I don't want to talk or eat.
oh,
I can either talk, eat, or smile. Those are like my three possibilities. So I'm going into the dentist to get a more permanent arrangement made, and it's going to cost a ton of money. But welcome to oldhood.
Yeah.
My turn today, you guys' turn tomorrow, perhaps, unless you're taking better care of your dentation than I did when I was your age.
No.
Sounds like a call to action.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your teeth.
Don't forget to brush your teeth, whippersnappers. And that's all I've got.
yeah. I hope you're just fine with the Penny Dreadful Story Hour picture continuing to just exist as is, because I can't keep up with all these changes. It's on the shirt. It's staying.
Right on.
It's
Yeah,
nostalgic.
I'll keep you posted when we reach the final form, and you can make any decisions that are necessary for it at that point. But
Well, because one thing I should have mentioned, but we're already like deep into the show, so I won't take up too much more time. But it's I am actually getting the new cards ordered soon, the new business cards, which I guess I should have mentioned with when I talked about Bruce getting the cards. And I'm also ordering my shirt, my project shirt. So like the one I'm gonna wear when we're like gonna be out doing events, doing documentation. It's gonna have my name on it. It's gonna have the basic Welcome to Oregon Network logo, and it's gonna have the advanced logo on the back with the website on the bottom. And what I mean by between basic and advanced, the advanced version is the one with the four original show logos on it. So that's the one I really like. Melanie Sardina, Kenny's wife, did the network logo, and then I attached the thumbnails for the shows on the bottom. So I'm super excited to get this shirt
Right on.
here in the next couple weeks. So alrighty, let's go ahead and kick it on over to Jordan and Katie.
30 minutes in.
Yeah. So
Oh wow,
That's
it was
okay.
30 minutes.
that's okay. We do this all the time. So, all right. The question I always open with every interview. We know the answer, but everyone else might not. Are you a native Oregonian? And if not, where did your journey begin and how did it lead you here?
Should we answer this simultaneously?
Yes. We are native Oregonians. Yeah, we're Tillamookans.
We are both born and raised in Tillamook, miraculously not related, which is always a fun thing to say to people because, sometimes, you get a little too deep into a relationship and you're like, wait, who's your grandma? Uh-oh.
Are you speaking from experience?
No, I'm speaking from my second cousin's experience with my second cousin.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
Gotta watch out.
Yeah, I'm fifth generation Tillamook resident, which I only found
Wow.
out when I ran for school board here because, you have to flaunt that. That's your only qualification is how deep those roots run. So, yeah, my great-great-grandfather Sylvester came here and
Is that enough greats to get all the way back to the
the Stone Age.
Morning Star? You know
Oh,
that
the Morning Star. Yeah.
Well, you are speaking with the 50th Tillamook County Dairy Princess, who should have all this Tillamook dairy knowledge locked and loaded.
So much pressure.
Talk to me about the Morning Star.
Okay,
Your
we
family's
can't
saying, like,
breeze
great,
through.
great. This is gonna be next time we're on. We're gonna figure it out.
We can't breeze
Yeah.
through Tillamook Dairy Princess. Is that like an official title that you hold?
I'm just a has-been. So years ago, I was the 50th Tillamook County Dairy Princess, but now
Is that like a
I'm
pageant?
retired.
Retired.
It is it kind of, but not. It's
Okay.
it's a scholarship program, but yeah, you are a dairy ambassador. So you go around and you promote dairy products, you do school presentations,
Look really, really cute.
do
Mhm.
parades and fairs. They work you. And yeah,
That
you're
sounds
just
like-
kind of you help kind of bridge it between, dairy farmers and the public,
Gotcha.
answer questions and
That sounds like fun.
hmm
Cool experience.
it was.
Probably,
And then like
probably a lot of work, but
I was working like at a spa in Manzanita and I was like a full-time, like the one person that could do my job. And so my boss was very, she was very excited for me to be done. So, I mean, it was
Yeah.
just like a crazy time. But it did take up a
Imagining-
lot of time.
Yeah.
The princess who moonlights as an esthetician.
I know.
Imagining that conversation. You want to do what with cheese?
Just melt it and put a little bit,
Yeah.
it's exfoliating.
Yeah.
Clogging your pores.
the Morning Star, I was talking about the and I think maybe I got the name wrong, but it's the
You're right.
schooner that they built.
No, it's right. I would know. I did an entire episode many moons ago, way back in episode 17, because 18 was Lost and Alone. And yeah, I did a ton of research on the Tillamook dairy stuff and going all the way back to the Morning Star, and just that entire area is one of those areas that has all these different stories that are kind of all linked together. Because you had Tillamook area is technically one of the very first areas involved in Oregon history because of Robert Gray and the whole incident with oh God, Marcus Lopez. He goes by another name, but Alopius. Uh and yeah, how there's a whole thing. It's not proven, but because he was African American, and there was something to do with some of the indigenous population seemed to have African American traits and all this other stuff. It was really interesting to dig into, but it's all like hypothetical.
Uh, yeah, Dr. Huckleberry was from your neck of the woods too. We got a lot of great stories out of that guy.
Yeah, and then for in his honor, the Tillamook County Fair had the Huckleberry Health Fair forever, and so that was just in his honor. So they kept it going.
I know they cut that off like what 2 years ago.
So
Like
sad.
bring it back.
Oh, not the Huckleberry Health Fair.
I know. Well, that's when we were like the top. Like Tillamook had like I don't know. We were voted. Someone did
I think USA Today had this.
that. We were like one of the top county fairs in the U.S.
Really?
Anyway, I don't
Wow.
think we're at the top anymore. They cut the Huckleberry Health Fair, and it all went down.
Is the Tillamook County Fair where the Pig and Ford is done, or is that, am I thinking of Bandon?
Oh no, you're talking about ours, babe.
And
It's
Okay,
this year
good.
is the 100th anniversary of
Oh, very
the
nice.
first running of the pigs.
Oh
Except
my
for
God.
they've downsized the pigs to piglet size, so now it's a little easier. They're not as squirmy. They're not like the 75-pound hogs they used to do. But yeah, the pig and Ford, there was some controversy like 10 years ago because you're supposed to only use like stock material for the stripped down Model Ts. Someone was like
Where are you going to get
modifying.
stock material for a stripped down Model T? I suppose they probably can. I don't know. They made a lot of them.
Okay,
But yeah,
so
pig and Ford. That's
for the Salemite in the room, what is the running of the pigs? Is this like the running of the bulls where they just sick these hogs after people?
so the world championships of the Pig and Ford races because it only happens at the Tillamook County Fair. This is this race where they go 4 times around the track.
some amount of times around the track.
Like the horse track, and yeah, you have a stripped down Model T. Ford Model T. You say it.
Katie once told me that she doesn't tell stories, she explains stories. And I said, well, that's your problem. You're not telling a story. You're just explaining. You just words are coming out of your mouth. So 100+ years ago, as legend holds, pigs got loose. And so they took their Model T, some folks in town to go grab it. And so, wouldn't you know, the pig didn't like being wrangled and trying to thrown into a Model T. So it'd get loose and they'd have to like pull over and grab it again. And pretty soon you got a dude going down, Stillwell Avenue with, again, 75-pound hog dangling out. And so someone had the good idea that, like, hey, what if we brought this to the fair and made it an annual tradition? So now it's like whatever family, you can't, like Katie and I cannot be a part of the Pig and Ford. It's like there's only, 10 franchises or 12 franchises, and they're passed down from father to son, and if it goes to a daughter, that daughter better marry a dude.
There was a girl in my class, and her dad, I feel like, tragically died. Like he was, the big racer, and she's super tomboy. Would have been an excellent racer, but couldn't do it. But she married some schmo who does it.
Yeah, so they
Did
line
she
up.
only get married for the Pig and Ford? Was that the reason for marrying him?
She was like, let me see you
you'll
drive
do.
this car.
Yeah,
Some arranged
you'll do.
marriage.
He doesn't do very well, so I don't know.
No,
So yeah,
she
they
could have
line
done
up.
better.
I think they have five. I think five of them go at a time. They line up all the Model Ts on the racetrack. The gun goes off. They run to like little pins with the pigs in them. They grab the pig, crank start the car, jump in, and they have to do a lap. And it gets
Exchange the pig.
exchange the
Right.
pig. And so yeah, the crowd fills up and people go wild, and it was all going well. When I was working I was the editor of the Tillamook Headlight Herald for about 3 years. And in 2018, it had rained, and so they had to cancel the horse races. And you had people who had come, like, people were yelling. They were like, "I drove 700 miles to bet on horses."
People are very serious. I mean, obviously, very serious about horse betting.
It was as if it was the Kentucky Derby. So they were upset because the horse races were canceled, but they still had the Pig and Fords go, and Model Ts weren't really designed to be going through, a muddy horse track, and so It was foul. Everyone was just covered in mud. I have some great pictures from it. It was my favorite race ever. Just
Oh
mud
yeah.
flying everywhere, pigs flying everywhere.
The people, it was like a flip. The people that usually did really great didn't, and the person who's never won. It was a good one.
That
So
Good
is
year.
so fun.
So 2025, 100-year anniversary.
Yeah, that's coming up in like what, 2 weeks? You could come.
I could
Yeah,
come.
we'll be, yeah.
I could marry into a Model T family within the next week.
Yeah, hey, sir.
didn't
do you
know
have
that
a
about
daughter?
it. I didn't know that about it being a members only kind of thing. That makes it a little bit less exciting because you can't really picture yourself participating.
No.
But
I mean, I know. We know too much. Sorry. We usually keep it to ourselves.
Well, and Katie's grandfather was like the all creatures great and small vet in Tillamook, and so he was the track vet for a long time.
Oh.
And in lieu of payment, he was like, "Oh, what if you just give me box seats at the fair?" So for the past, I don't know, 50 some years, your family has had one of the esteemed boxes, which has I think like a 30 or 40-year wait list to get on to have a box at the fair. It's a whole thing. I've gotten in fights over this box. I'm like,
wow.
we have people who sit here, you're not a member of the family, I'm sorry. And it's nothing but trouble. We're nothing but trouble in this town.
Okay, wait. Let's like end Pig and Ford talk on a happy note. When I was Dairy Princess, one of the perks is the Dairy Princess gets to ride like a victory lap with the winner of the Pig and Ford. And the year that I was princess, the same guy who like always won.
And was also accused of maybe modifying his car.
Anyway, I was like, hey, can I drive the Pig and Ford? Anyway, so he let, I guess not the pig, whatever. Anyway, I drove it for the victory lap. And I don't
In
think
heels, in a dress, in a tiara, and there you are.
With a
With
pig
that
in the
guy.
passenger seat.
Model Ts
you're
are
talking about the cheater?
Yeah.
Model Ts are kind of weird to drive. I've seen it done. I've never been able to do it myself, but or I've never had the opportunity, I should say. But with the 3 pedals, and none of them are a gas pedal, and the throttle,
power
steering
steering.
wheel, no power steering, of course. Yeah,
I should
the
probably
good old days.
I should probably steer the conversation in a more not productive direction because God knows I love to sit and banter. But there's a lot to talk about. We only have so much time. Why don't we focus on the podcast and have people understand why you're here?
We're here to chase rabbit holes, Marcus of Exford.
Yes, I understand that. That's why you guys fit in so dang well, because all of us are chasing. Do you know how long this show could be? Hours.
24/7.
We could be a movie. I mean,
Well, probably not, because we're all drinking coffee pretty fast, or at least I am. And,
Yeah.
there are
mine's
natural limits, but
mine's gone. It's been gone for a while.
I wish I had
Fidget
a
spinner
coffee.
really going.
We definitely all have to like come
instant
to
karma
terms
right
and
there.
sit down and have more coffee soon. But okay, where do I start this? So, why the podcast? I know you guys. You talk about how in your first episode, I haven't had a chance to listen to many episodes because I have to keep up with so much, but I have listened to quite a bit. And that was one of the reasons I loved listening to your origin story. For people listening here, go to the first episode of Exploregonians. There's a lot more. Sorry, I keep doing this with my hands.
Stop taking away my wrist thing, Marcus. That's my
Hey.
wrist thing.
Hey! I don't know why, but my arm's acting really funny this morning. But
Coffee.
yeah, it is. That was just thinking that. Oh, it's the jitters. But if you want to hear more of Jordan Katie's story, go listen to the first episode of Exploregonians. But you guys travel around a lot. You have this whole origin story of traveling, which I'm personally jealous of because I've barely left the state. I've been to Washington. I've been to California a little bit. I've been to Idaho. Technically, I've been to Montana. But you guys have traveled all over. So again, why a podcast about it?
You know, because travel really lends itself to an audio medium. Look at these vistas. We had initially done a podcast on my favorite show, Avatar: The Last Airbender, in which Nickelodeon hired me to be a super fan of during COVID, which was wild.
Did they really? Wow, that is so
did.
cool.
Yeah, let's talk more about that later.
Yeah.
So we had already had like the equipment. I had, it was deep in COVID. We had this equipment already, and we weren't necessarily traveling, but we had this like backlog of stories that we'd already accomplished in our 20s. And I think we just kind of sat and we were like, oh, well, we have all this stuff that we'd like to just share with people. People weren't able to travel during COVID because we started in 2022 before taking a long hiatus. And so we had this format of just talking about the places we've gone, the people we'd met, the stories that shenanigans and misadventures we'd gotten into. And so we just really wanted to share those with people because growing up in Tillamook, it's a beautiful place geographically, but you have to get pretty savvy with like really having things to do. And so I think that just lends itself to us being able to explore places that maybe people know on a surface level, but we are adept at like kind of getting into like some nitty gritty. We're not afraid to like engage with strangers, to ask about like the strange, funky things about their towns, especially in Oregon. Like you guys all know, all these like historians and all this like deep knowledge. We don't quite go that deep.
Oh no.
But it is fun to like go to a place like Manzanita and be like, oh, well, Manzanita. Did you know it was the home of like Oregon's first black mayor? And just like things like that, kind of like adding just a little bit more depth to places. We love Astoria. I had never been to Astoria until I was like deep into my 20s. And finally going there, I was like, this place is amazing. And so
Did you go to the museum yet?
Not yet.
Get out! It is. When I heard that, I'm like, I practically was like yelling out loud at work. The old folks are going by. What is he rambling about now? Because I'm like, you gotta go. It is such a cool place. Honestly, if you were to ask me, well, and I have been asked this, well, what's your favorite museum in Oregon that you've visited to so far? Hands down, High Desert Museum. I don't care if I've seen it 1,000 times. Every time I go to Central Oregon, I make a point to try to go. And now that I'm a member of the, David, what's the short?
Munch.
Oh, Munch, thank you.
The Oregon Museum of Natural and Cultural History out
Yes,
of the U of O.
Yep. Now that I have a membership,
That's the only reason he keeps me around is to remember that.
I have a free pass to visit, which helps for what we do. So yeah, you need to go today. I know you guys don't have anything going on this weekend. Just go.
No.
You never have anything going on. Sorry, continue.
So really, like, I grew up kind of under a rock. Like, my family's very insular. Like, Portland, like, growing up, like, I thought Portland was 185th in Hillsboro. Like, I thought that's where Portland was. And then when I finally got to Portland itself, I was like, wow, it's very different from, the place that has a Target in it. And I was and just, like, amazed. And so I then befriended and ultimately fell in love with Katie, who'd been everywhere. And so she was like, you haven't been to this place. Like, it was just like embarrassing how
I had not been everywhere. Just to clarify,
like when I went to Oregon State before transferring, like I was so poor at directions. Like that's like basically a 2-hour drive from Tillamook. I got lost multiple times. Like me and my roommate ended up in Willamina at some point, and I was like, I don't think this is Corvallis.
Wow, you really have.
And just like such a poor understanding of this
Highway
state.
20, Highway 22, tomato, tomato.
And clearly not a math major. And so just like growing up and having such deep roots in this part of the state, but that not really understanding it, I think has really motivated us to get out and travel. And then the international stuff was all Katie. Before we dated, she was like, oh, we just started dating, and you were like, well, if this is gonna last, you're gonna have to get your passport, bud.
Gotta hang with me. Gotta get that passport.
So I got it, and I was like, not that I'm ever gonna use it. And then lo and behold, for our honeymoon, she drags me around Asia for 3 months backpacking.
Nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, that is
Very cool.
like I said. That is something I haven't gotten to do is go international. I'm afraid of flying for one thing. I've never flown before. And yeah, Katie, don't feel bad. When it comes to that, have you been? You've been to this place, right? No, I'm the same thing with a lot of places in Oregon because of my family growing up. I've extensively traveled the coast. I've been all up and down the coast to all kinds of places. Uh, I've been around Central Oregon a lot, and I say the same thing, like, "Oh yeah, you've been to it's a great place." No, well, what about here? No, I'm like, well, now I feel a little embarrassed.
There's so much to see, right? And I think even if you've been to a lot of places, or even if you've been to the same place, so, there's still more to learn and explore. And I would just like add to what you said about why we do what we're doing is even like to people who don't travel, we want to shed light, or like, maybe you're immobile, or you're right, or you're afraid to go, or you're not able to travel. I think that we want to share our stories that our friends and family are tired of hearing, and no one wants to hear us, so we're archiving our adventures. And
I relate so
someone
much.
listen to us, please.
Yes. That's why we're all sitting here, because none of our families care anymore.
That's right. Like, I got a microphone now.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times like we've tried to tell a story to my family, and I just watch like their eyes glaze over, like all the life drains from
Yep.
them.
I mean, partially like they can't relate too, right? They're like, I don't want to go, and I don't. Nobody asked to hear these stories. Also,
Yeah,
Jordan's
I'm pretty
like,
good at just fire hosing someone with like, "Hey, did you know that one time we hitchhiked in Japan?" And they're like, I don't even know where Japan is on a map."
so I guess that's why we do it.
Well, and I guess this is a burning question of mine, and it's probably a little personal, but at the same time, it's kind of a logical question. You guys talk about traveling so much, even a couple of times a year internationally. How do you afford it?
Well, so we actually haven't really traveled internationally since before COVID. The
Oh, okay.
closest we
Hey,
what?
Canada.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like we thankfully had the benefit of going on this like cross-continental road trip last year. Went to Nova Scotia and then went down to Florida and then diagonal back. So that was like 2 months. So really, a lot of what we're talking about are older trips that we've taken, and we thankfully have just like have this kind of unorthodox way of existing in the world. We have the benefit of really having a lot of help from Katie's family. They have a dairy farm, and so for a very long time, like Katie helped out, like doing the books for them. They have recently retired, so it's definitely financially like this talk of what are we gonna do now?
Yeah, no, we've done like a lot of different odd job things. I mean, we've definitely done a lot of random stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, to travel, I mean, yeah, obviously we don't have normal 9 to 5. Like, this is, you get 2 weeks off per year or no weeks off, right? Um, what was I going to say about that? I don't know. But yeah, it's
So
it's unconventional.
part of it is a choice. It's like, yeah, there we've had opportunities to like get standard, white collar 9 to 5 type jobs, but I think we've just been kind of like grunging it a little bit. Like we live in a an old 1980s mobile home that had a black mold problem, and so we live in it, and it's cut in half hamburger style. So we live in the half of the hamburger where no mold is present.
Great.
So we definitely have made sacrifices in our own personal life in order to make room for the opportunity to travel. So it is a trade off. Like we trade life experience for maybe not quite as much of a bougie existence. Like
When we don't have kids and we don't like big expenses like that. And I think, yeah, just like prioritizing. I have a saying that it's like, there's always money for the things you want, right? Where it's like people are like, I don't have any money, but I can get a cigarette, or I can get, my whatever my vice is. Or it's like,
Yeah.
oh, no money, but gotta have my latte. And it's just, I mean, yeah, we do save, and we try to just, we focus.
Well, and it is definitely difficult these days. I actually made a comment on a comment section recently about how, my family, particularly my mom, taught me how to be a smart shopper. There's ways that you can still get some cool, like fun, quality stuff, or even not so quality, but it tastes good. Or like, yeah, being able to like, um, just budget. And I swear, the longer we go on in this existence, the harder that's getting. A lot of my tricks don't work anymore. I
Hmm.
mean, look at Spam. Spam's like $4 a can, and it used to be like 99 cents. Like, who is buying Spam in bulk?
Costco. Someone at Costco.
Well, you do make a really good point about budgeting. So I would say, like, when Katie and I do travel, we do not travel in a glamorous way at all. Like
Oh
for
no,
one
no.
road trip that we did, I mean, we just threw.
Oh,
We
we
threw.
just lost Marcus.
Wah, wah.
Oh.
Would you like us to keep going on
Yes,
about
please.
our
Yeah.
road trip?
Yes.
So yeah, so I mean, we when we do travel, whether that's within the state or outside the state or internationally, like we're roughing it. Like one road trip, like we threw an old mattress in the back of the car and we slept in truck stops, and we would go in and like use their bathrooms or showers.
My apologies. This is going to be a really weird edit. I just lost internet connection for a second for some reason.
It's all good. We just kept on going.
Okay, okay, sounds good. I'm
The
I'm
inter
sa I'm saying for the you might have to do some editing for the broadcast on OBS for the video. It's going to be a little weird. Um so there we go. We are back on.
the
So
internet heard your comment about spam prices and was like, well, be
well,
happy you have
because
internet.
as soon as I said the bulk portion, it started to say unstable connection, everything. I'm like, oh no, it's finally happened after like 3, 4 months. We're finally happening. Did I mention that that it's Finn's problem and not mine? The
Oh, the
editing bay
audio
will take
anyway.
care of this.
So I'm starting to feel the hot breath of destiny on my back of my neck here. It's getting pretty close to when I've promised to wrap this up. So let's maybe we should slide into the outro now.
Yeah, like I mean,
Outro adjacent content.
yeah, there's so much to still talk about, but we'll definitely have you guys back on.
Yeah, if we can
Um,
hornswoggle you guys into coming back, maybe we can talk some more about The Last Airbender.
yes,
Hey.
absolutely. Yeah,
Not the movie.
I hope we talked
Oh
about
God.
oh, we'll just have just a whole Avatar episode, especially since they just announced the next series, Seven Havens, I think it is.
Yeah, they
Uh,
just released a piece of artwork for it too.
yeah, that'll be exciting. I really hope that everybody enjoyed this episode, regardless of all the weird stuff that happened with it, apparently. Um,
Feature, bug, feature.
so. Yeah, what I was going to shoot, now I forgot what I was going to say earlier, but yeah, we'll definitely have to like all get together and maybe plan some travel projects that we can all go together and document and stuff like that. I've been talking about how the wife and I have our 10-year anniversary coming up next month, and we have a huge trip planned for it. Um, where we're gonna take her and I are gonna take the half of it, and then our extended family that lives with us is going to meet us up for the second half, and we're gonna be going to all these really cool places and doing all this cool stuff. Going down to see the redwoods and Southern Oregon, all this stuff. And yeah, as you guys are talking about like not being able to do as much, I of course am always scheming and having these ideas of, man, that'd be really fun to like do some travel stuff with them around the state. So yeah, I hope this interview was great. Like I said, I feel like we could have gone more in depth on stuff, but that was a really great answer on the how do you guys afford? Because I think that's a really big question on people's minds when they listen to your show, and really when they talk to anybody who travels, look at them and go, how do you afford it? Like, what sugar daddy have you conned into?
I mean,
So.
Jordan is definitely a super shopper also. And like, yeah, obviously we could go into like all the like these are the sites and this is the tips and tricks and yeah, we talked about like writing something out about that. And so maybe that will happen. Maybe that will happen.
Also, Costco's they have samples. So if you're hungry and on the road, just go to a Costco and be like, I will take this
Do the
sample of
circuit,
syrup.
round
Yeah,
and
yeah,
round
yeah.
and round.
Mhm,
You have to wear your Groucho Marx glasses though after a couple times. So,
This 1000% happened on our recent trip, the 2 month on the to Canada. We hit up so many Costco's. It should have been like I don't know. I mean, how many?
the Costco podcast, the Kirkland signature.
I
Well,
love.
gentlemen, thank you so much for inviting us on. Thank you so much for inviting us a part of the network. We're so thrilled to be a part of it. It's really nice to meet you officially, and you, Finn.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to our relationship with you three.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
should probably say real quick, the whole reason this is happening is because Finn had tagged you guys, which you know this, but not many people might, in on Facebook, hey, have you, subscribed to this? And I'm like, well, it's on my radar now. And of course, in true Axford fashion, I like to wrangle people into everything we do. So yeah, I'm really excited you guys said yes. I'm excited to see what we do in the future. Yeah, like God, Canada. I'd love to like have us all go to Canada at some point. That sounds like a lot of fun. So, alrighty,
Does
guys.
everybody have their passport?
No, why would I? I've never needed a passport in my life. So,
Got a $20 bill I could give to the Canadian border guy.
Yeah,
I
that's
could give
It's
him some
probably-
American beer.
at the-
All right,
Okay,
and
well,
you
we're
get
gonna work on this.
When we
Sounds-
went into Canada, we were wearing matching tie-dye shirts, and the French-Canadian fella who was manning the border was like, "Hey, so you got any weapons, contraband, any other matching shirts?" So I feel like if you just had a matching shirt,
They're gonna let
Yeah.
you in.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I'll go in the network shirt.
all right,
Alrighty.
guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. This episode was brought to you by the Oregon Voices Network, a historical podcast network that brings you amazing shows like Welcome to Oregon, a Oregon history and lore podcast, Offbeat Oregon, and the Penny Dreadful. Oh, right, I didn't change the script on this part, so Finn still can't make up his mind on the name of the show. Our website is now updated to reflect all of these wonderful shows, including the Exploregonians as well now. So if you want one source for all of our content, social links like our Facebook group page and Discord, occasional articles, a store supplied by local artists coming soon, and more, check out www.oregonvoices.net. Also, if you love our work, you should seriously consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/Oregon Voices Network, like the McHale family did. The money goes towards all of our projects and helps us pay for things like software, assets, and more. If you are listening to the audio version of this show, you can find more of our work on YouTube at youtube.com/Oregon Voices Network. Gentlemen, where can people find you and your works?
You can find me on most social media sites at the Spirit of PDX.
And I'm Finn at pulp-lit.com, or I've been trying to remain active on Facebook lately, so you can find my stuff there as well.
Awesome. And of course, Jordan, Katie.
well, if you are on Instagram, you could find us at Exploregonians.podcast. Again, or Jordan Wolfe on Facebook if you want to connect that way, or Super Jordan Entertainment System on Instagram for me.
Do I have something?
You have messenger pigeons. I think that's what you do.
Yeah.
In true Dairy Princess fashion.
I know. I'm like,
Off
the radar.
Find a cow, give it a letter. Send it on its way.
you know how to find me. Find me at the fair. What? Oh.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. From myself and the crew, later.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.